Hello there! Wow! Perfect! Wonderful! Well done!
Okay!
What's up, everybody? The Nintendo Beast here. Today, I've got a brand new My Nintendo Rewards shipment to unbox. Actually, it's two. It was one order, but for some reason, it shipped as two different packages. So, yeah, let's dig into it. So I'll say that the theme, I guess, usually there's not a theme when it comes to ordering My Nintendo Rewards, but there kind of is. There are three rewards that I got this time around, and it's kind of a sports theme, a kind of a summery get out and, you know, play outside kind of theme, I guess. We'll stick with the sports theme, maybe not so much going outside, because the first item here is the Nintendo Switch Sports. It's like a cooling towel. You like get it wet with cold water and you wrap it around your neck. I mean, in theory, it's supposed to be used at like the gym or something like that, but like, it's advertising a video game, so who's really going to be using this? This is going to be for people who are getting a little bit too sweaty playing, like, badminton or something on Nintendo Switch Sports. Let's peel this bad boy open here and see what we got inside the plastic. As is tradition, you got a little cardstock insert here. It says Nintendo Switch Sports. It's got the My Nintendo logo on it, barcode, rated E10 plus for mild violence. And then you have the actual towel here, which is actually, it's thinner than I thought it was going to be, but it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I guess it balances out. On one side, you got the Spocko Square logo. Is that how you pronounce that? Spocko Square? But anyway, and then you have all the different sports. You got your bowling, you got your tennis, you got your soccer, you got your volleyball. So not actually all of the sports, but a lot of them. And then you have the Nintendo Switch Sports logo as well on the other side there. Then the other side is just this blank white. If I had to guess, it does feel pretty thin. But again, if I had to guess, it would probably be because it's probably heavier when you get it wet with cold water, and you don't really like want a super heavy wet rag around your neck. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want a super heavy towel over your shoulders. So giving this thing the benefit of the doubt, that might be why it is so light and so thin. It is a nice material, though. It's nicely made. It doesn't feel like it would tear easily. It's kind of stretchy, I guess. Not that that's relevant, but yeah, pretty cool. Next up, we kind of have two different items of a kind. And you'll see what I mean in a second here. The first one was more or less a filler item. It's been on the Nintendo Platinum Rewards Point Shop, I'll call it, for quite some time now. And it was a reward that I honestly never expected myself to redeem for. But I had two things, and I needed one. I didn't need it, but I wanted one more to make the shipping cost a little bit more worth it. And so I threw this in here. It was the cheapest thing, third thing available, and it is a DC Superhero Girls Teen Power bag. Inside here, we got a little, you know, your basic piece of paper that says what it is. I thought the DC Superhero Girls was a show, but I'm going to assume that there's a Switch game involved. Because it is allegedly rated E10 plus for cartoon violence. So, yeah. So here's the bag itself. This is the front of it. You got Wonder Woman, Batgirl, and I think Supergirl. I correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% up on really DC Comics at all, but specifically the DC Superhero Girls. And then on the back here, it does say Fighting for Justice. That's kind of nifty. And it's got a bunch of different emblems from different superheroes from the DC universe. I guess in theory, for every male superhero in the DC universe, there's like a female counterpart, right? Superman, Supergirl, Batman, Batgirl. It looks, but there's like the Green Lantern logo, which I assume there's like a male and a female version. Again, I'm not a huge DC Comics fan, so I'm not totally sure. But yeah. But then on a very, very similar note, we have our third and final item here, which is a Mario Strikers Battle League bag, drawstring bag. I assume of the same kind of... I assume it's going to be near identical, but maybe not. So just holding these up together, just for frame of reference, the Mario Strikers Battle League bag is slightly bigger, just by like a couple of inches on the top, maybe an inch and a half at the top here. So the Mario Strikers Battle League bag, it's not exactly the same item with just a different design on it. It is slightly bigger, and if you have a kid or are a kid who plays soccer and who needs a bag to put your soccer ball and maybe your water bottle in, this would probably be pretty cool for that. Inside here, we obviously have our little piece of paper. Our little fun piece of paper. That's all I'm going to call it from here on out. Just inside here, we got our little piece of paper, as is tradition. The front of the bag here is very, very cool. You got like the box art from the game. It's very high detailed, very, very cool looking. And quite frankly, it's like a sublimated print. The whole bag is kind of thin, as was the DC Superheroes bag. So kind of the same material. And then similar thing on the back here for anybody who owns a physical copy of Mario Strikers Battle League like I do. This is like, you'll recognize this as the inside of the box art, basically. So I do want to take the time to note how much I actually really enjoy and appreciate the My Nintendo rewards that kind of go hand in hand with the game that they're advertising. Like you have like the superhero girls, the DC superhero girls bag. It's just a bag with the DC superhero girls, printed on it. It's whatever. But then you have like Mario Strikers Battle League, which has the bag, which is very soccer-like. Like you could put a soccer ball in here. Like you could take this to soccer practice if you so chose to do so. And I think that's pretty cool. Like that it's actually kind of the reward is kind of relevant to the game that it's promoting. Same thing with the towel, the cooling towel. Let me grab this bad boy. Same thing with the cooling towel for Nintendo Switch Sports. I think it's kind of relevant to the game that it's promoting, the item itself. It's not just, a coffee mug with the logo printed on it. You know what I mean? Like it's a relevant prize, a relevant reward to the game it's promoting. I think that's very, very cool. Nintendo has been doing a little bit more of that lately. Another one that comes to mind from a recent unboxing was the coasters, the Roost coasters that came out promoting Animal Crossing New Horizons, specifically the 2.0 update where the Roost was added, the coffee shop. So I think that was pretty cool, and I'm really enjoying that Nintendo is kind of doing a little bit more of that with My Nintendo Platinum rewards now. So those are all of the My Nintendo Platinum rewards that came in this shipment. Now it's time to decide which reward is my least favorite, or not necessarily least favorite, but the worst in show, so to speak, and which reward is the best in show. Now, I feel like this is going to be a little bit unfair because it's my personal preference, but I do have to say, there's nothing wrong with the quality, the print, nothing. For what it is exactly what I expected it to be, and somebody who is into DC Superhero Girls, or the game, the show or the game, I guess there's a game, I assume there's a game, right? Somebody send me the link to the game in the comment section below or something, if you can share links in YouTube comments. But anyway, I'm going to have to say the worst in show, not at any fault of its own, but just because of personal preference, is the DC Superhero Girls bag. Again, there's nothing wrong with the bag. It's a very cool bag. I just got it as kind of like a filler item to make it worth the $6 or $7 shipping on top of the otherwise free items. But it is very high quality. It's cool. The print looks good. it's just, out of the three, So that one was kind of the easy odd man out, so to speak, for worst in show. Again, nothing against its quality or what it is. It's just out of the three. But that brings me to best in show, and this time around it's actually pretty difficult to decide which of these remaining two is my favorite. The Nintendo Switch Sports cooling towel is very cool. Like, no pun intended. It's just a very, very cool reward. I love the print is good on it. The quality is very nice. I can't think of a thing to complain about, quite frankly. Other than, like, if a cooling towel isn't supposed to be this thin, maybe that's a thing. I can't say how well it absorbs either, because it is so thin, so maybe it won't absorb water very well. I can't honestly say, because I haven't used it yet, so I can't say how well it works practically. And in fairness, a cooling towel like this is actually kind of a more interesting and unique reward as a promo item, as opposed to a drawstring bag, where I feel like drawstring bags are, generally speaking, the most often seen promotional item, realistically. Like, how many drawstring bags do you own with a company's logo slapped across it? Because they're cheap and they're easy to make. They're things that everybody kind of uses. Like, everybody uses at some point in their life a drawstring bag. So it's one of those things where it's like one of the most commonly seen promotional items, I think. But with all of that said, I still have to give best in show to the Mario Strikers Battle League drawstring bag. I know everything I just said dismantling drawstring bags as promo items. I know. And quite frankly, the cooling towel is a little bit more unique. It's a little bit more interesting of a reward, but look at the print on this thing. If you don't even need to use it as a drawstring bag, you could frame this bad boy and use it as a poster if you wanted to. And the back is equally cool looking. Like, I'm a huge Mario Strikers fan. I've been a huge Mario Strikers fan since GameCube, since Charged on the Wii, and now with Battle League, also a great game. Like, I've been a Mario Strikers fan for as long as I can remember, and this, I think if it was just a drawstring bag and it wasn't a soccer-related game, that'd be one thing, but I used to play soccer, and I know I use drawstring bags like this to carry my water bottles, to carry my soccer balls and stuff like that. So the fact that it fits the theme of the game makes it a little bit less cheesy as a promotional item. It's a little bit less of a cliche promotional item, seeing as the thing being promoted is actually related to a drawstring bag, So that's all for this month's My Nintendo Platinum Rewards unboxing and review video. Let me know what you think about these rewards in the comment section below. Let me know what rewards you've recently cashed out for on My Nintendo. Until next time, make sure to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and ring that bell for notifications for when I do live streams here on the channel on the first Friday night of every single month, as well as when I upload new video content such as this. I upload new videos to the channel every single weekday, Monday through Friday of every single week, so you don't want to miss out. Make sure you're subscribed and receiving those notifications. Also, make sure to smash the like button on this video and leave me a comment in the comment section below. But until next time, I am the Nintendo Beast. Thank you so much for watching.